Hey everyone, I'm Tafony. Let's ramble about the WMD Overseer. So, the disclaimer first, not much of a disclaimer other than to say I bought the Overseer at scalpers rates because it's discontinued. I have no affiliation with WMD whatsoever. WMD Overseer is a DJ filter, meaning left is low pass and right is high pass. It comes in at 8 HP and has end of chain application in mind. It sounds like this. Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward module, which I love about it. Here's a quick run through of its functions. There's the filter cutoff knob, the big one. As you saw before, it's left for low pass and right for high pass. There's a bypass switch here. If you've ever used the other DJ filters that are out there, like the, let's say the Ickery or the Endorphins drum machines, you'll know the not having a bypass switch is a real pain if you want to do performative stuff and let it drop off. Super nice to have the bypass switch. I'd say any chain it's essential, or at least I wouldn't live without it. What I also like about it is it's sort of like engage and release. So like, here, I'll turn this up a bit. So you hold it down, do your moves, and then release to let it go. So I'm holding it down right now. We'll just drop down and go pop. Same for engaging it, holding it down. So really it makes the performative stuff super easy. Yeah, I wouldn't live without it. Okay, sorry, you'll see me mixing myself and the audio here, but let's turn this down in here. So big knob is the filter cutoff, and then the filter cutoff switch, I'm gonna quote from WMD now. Switch to the left limits both filters to audible frequencies, so you cannot accidentally filter out all signal, and switch to the right disables the limit, allowing you to filter the signal into oblivion. So I really like being able to end songs with a filter sweep, so I keep it off. I keep it set to the right, so when my song's going, I can filter to the right, just ending a song like that. A resonance knob, I'm sure if you're here, I don't have to introduce resonance to you, but what is really cool about this is it doesn't self-oscillate, so you can get as crazy as you want in the middle of it if you're sweeping, and crank it, and it'll never self-oscillate. And I like it cranked. It sounds really liquidy, sounds sick. Now the tilt knob is super sweet. There's stereo effects in here, and this sets the offset of the tilt, so you'll hear some of that panning here, hopefully. Now, if I know myself, I probably send this down to mono at some point in the mix, but really cool stereo effects to be had in the tilt knob. So then, these two knobs here, high pass and low pass, are attenuators for the high pass and low pass in. But there is a separate mode you'll see in the top left switch here that you can actually turn this into two filters. So if you want to have like, I don't know, Shackmat dual dagger style dual filtering. So this will apply 5 volts, and now you see my audio cut off because they're both filtered all the way out. But if we turn these up, this isn't something I use, but could be really cool if you want to use it like a normal filter. There's 2 in here. Yeah, let's explore, surprisingly, how the master knob interacts with that too. But yeah, I keep that off. I don't use anything here other than onboard controls. I do sweeps. And yeah, that's how I use those ones. I really like the layout of the panel because if you've read through it once, you basically can always come back and look at it. I'm sure you could name some modules in your rack that you come back to without a manual and say, what the hell am I looking at? But yeah, like I said, I use it pretty straightforward setup, pretty boring, and what I'm really here for is the cheesy DJ sweeps. When will the bass drop? So yeah, I love the WMD Overseer. It's my favorite DJ filter, and you might not think DJ filter has a place in your rack, and it probably doesn't, but I love it. Let's do a jam on it. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Talk soon.